With the Tournament of Power heating up and getting to its climax point right now, and leading up to the fight with Goku and Jiren, there's a lot of talk going around about who's going to be eliminated next and who's going to be gone within the next few weeks. And right now, the big question on everyone's mind is Vegeta going to be eliminated from the Tournament of Power? A lot of people are upset by that because we haven't seen much of Vegeta so far in the tournament. While he may be the MVP and he may have the most eliminations for Universe 7 at the moment, there still hasn't been that big Vegeta moment or even that big Vegeta fight that we were all hoping for. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right into this and we're going to talk about the potential of Vegeta and what we have yet to see and what we should see based on what we've seen so far in the series. And I'm going to go over a few facts here. While this is a theory, I'm going to cover a few facts to back this up so you can see where I'm coming from with this and see what Vegeta has in store for the Tournament of Power moving forward. Now, just so you know, I am going to talk about a few spoilers in this video that are coming up for the next few episodes, so if you haven't watched spoilers yet, or if you want to know about those and you haven't seen them yet, you can go check out my spoiler video, or I'd advise you might want to click off now, because we are going to have some, like I said, some spoilers in this video. So without further ado, let's hop right into this legendary team. It's your boy Legendary Z, and we are about to dig into this Vegeta theory and talk about what we should expect to see with Vegeta and just how great he can be in this tournament, because it's not all about Goku, it's not all about Gohan. We're going to talk about the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. So right now, if you guys haven't heard, the rumor based on, the actual ending song of Dragon Ball Super, the ending sequence showing like the order of people who've been eliminated so far. So with it showing Vegeta to be next in line to be eliminated, a lot of people are speculating that he's going to be gone next, because so far we've seen Krillin get eliminated and we've also seen Tien. Tien, you can kind of, expect. Krillin, you didn't want it to happen, but it's something that you should see coming. But with that, now we're up to the point where it's going to be either correct or it's going to be wrong, because Vegeta will be the next man eliminated. But I'm going to say it's not going to be correct. They're not going to give it away that simply or that easily. We're going to see Vegeta further in this tournament and see what he can do, and here's how. So right now in the tournament, we've seen Vegeta so far get into a few fights, nothing major, but he's gotten to a few bangouts with a few guys or a few people from different universes, nobody really strong, no top tier level fighters yet, but Vegeta knows that there is power at the tournament. There are stronger warriors there. You saw his reaction when he saw a hit again, and also his reaction when Universe 11 showed up in the tournament. He instantly felt that energy and knew that there was stronger people around and that there was going to be something to worry about in the tournament. But even so far, Vegeta has barely used Super Saiyan Blue. Unlike Goku, who's used it a few times now, Vegeta's only used it, I believe, once so far in this tournament, and that was against the Trio of Dangers when they had to knock them off the stage with the Final Flash and the Kamehameha. But other than that, Vegeta's been using Super Saiyan at the most, so we haven't seen Vegeta use his full power in any way yet. So he's storing up for something apparently, and that's what brings me to my next point. Vegeta has been, he faced off with Universes 2 Ribrianni, who, while Universe 2 is not going to be as strong as Universe 11, as they said, the counterpart universes do rival each other in power. So with Universe 7 rivaling Universe 6, you gotta expect that Universe 2 does rival Universe 11 in some way. And with Ribrianni being their strongest warrior right now, at least from what we know, that shows that Vegeta's not having too much trouble keeping up, but it also says that possibly that Ribrianni may not be as strong as we think, so I'd rather go with the latter, because Ribrianni, while she is a great foe, she's not that strong, at least she doesn't come off that strong. But we've yet to see, because there have been some spoilers on her coming up too, that may reveal something that kind of goes against what I'm saying right now. But Vegeta himself, Vegeta has shown great strides so far in the series of Dragon Ball Super, just from the Battle of the Gods arc up to the Resurrection of F and on to the tournament, as well as beyond, with the Goku Black arc, especially when he got his ass kicked by Black and then went and trained in the time chamber and came right back and crushed Goku Black in Super Saiyan Rose. So Vegeta knows how to get stronger. That's one thing we don't have to worry about at all. And he knows once he finds out that there's someone stronger than him, it seems like he's got a way to get there better now, at least get there faster and know what he's doing to attain more power. Which leads me to my next point. Vegeta's reaction to the fight between Goku and Gohan. If you remember back to I call it the preliminaries, or post-preliminaries, but also preliminaries before the actual Tournament of Power, where Goku was going around and recruiting people. After Gohan trained and he wanted to face off with Goku, and they had that moment where they both released, they charged up their ki and maxed out and went for that final blow on each other, him and Goku. Vegeta was sitting there watching and had that reaction. He knows that there are people out there right in front of him, Goku and Gohan, who are reaching power levels that are beyond what, we've imagined so far as the series goes, and for what the universe has seen for Universe 7. He knows that there's more power, and he knows they're getting stronger. Now, the question could be begged, was he reacting to Gohan's power? Because he knows Gohan. He knows how strong Gohan can get. Or was he reacting to Goku's power, seeing that there is a peak beyond what he's seen so far? I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that because this is about Vegeta. We're not going to talk about Goku. The Goku show is every Saturday, but we're going to talk about Vegeta today. But with Vegeta seeing the real power of Gohan and Goku, sensing the real power of Universe 11 as the tournament's gone on, and facing off against at least one really strong fighter so far who's been hyped up in Ribrianni, you gotta know that Vegeta hasn't had any real showing of his power yet. Vegeta still has a long way to go. He hasn't really had a real 1v1 with someone where he has to actually try. And a lot of people are expecting him to face off with Hit and get that rematch, but here's where the spoilers come in. This is what I'm gonna talk about, spoilers. Vegeta is gonna get into a fight in the next episode, number 107, with Frost, or at least he's going to get into an altercation with him where he's going to get sealed with the Mafuba.
NANI?
I know it sounds crazy, the Mafuba actually sealing Vegeta, and you gotta wonder if it was an issue for Zamos back when it happened before. So the Mafuba, if it can overpower Zamos, but I feel like even though it's Vegeta, we are beyond the Black Arc, so they have surpassed that power. I'm not saying they're stronger, but with separate Zamos and separate Goku Black, Vegeta, I feel, is above them in power scale. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that if Vegeta is sealed, and this is where my idea comes from, if Vegeta gets sealed in the Mafuba, there's no way we're just gonna see Vegeta get eliminated by getting tossed off the stage inside of a freaking vase. I mean, that would be one of the most disrespectful and most crap ways for Vegeta fans to see one of their favorite characters, just Dragon Ball fans in general, to see Vegeta get eliminated like that. It just doesn't sit right with anyone. So I don't feel like they're gonna go that way because it's gonna tick off a lot of people. And just alone, it just doesn't make sense for the character of Vegeta to get eliminated in such a shameful way. So here's what I'm thinking. If Vegeta is sealed in the Mafuba, I can see him easily breaking free from that seal in the same way that he's broken from the hyperbolic time chamber. Now, while the Mafuba is a strong seal, and it's made to seal people in with high power levels regardless of their strength, while it is a strong seal, I feel like this is where we're going to see the chance where Vegeta is going to showcase some real power, because he hasn't been in a predicament where he needs to really show any power or really use any real power as far as going all out against an opponent. So Vegeta getting sealed is going to be one of the most detrimental things for him to happen so far in this tournament. So it's going to force him to have to go up and power up to break free. Now there's also the idea I had. Vegeta could get sealed, and in some type of chaos, maybe the seal gets knocked away and he gets left in there for a while, and Vegeta stays, meditates, gets stronger, trains mentally like he's done. We've seen him doing the time chamber before, and focus his energy and burst out, and then come straight out of that vase, come out of that seal, and wreck the tournament like we all want to see Vegeta do. That might just be the fanboy in me kind of, coming out, wanting to see Vegeta get a hype moment, but I could definitely see Vegeta doing something in that way, because I feel Vegeta has the power to break the Mafuba. While the Mafuba has been touted as a very strong and, useful maneuver as far as facing people who are stronger than you, I still feel like if anyone is going to do it, it's going to be Vegeta, based on his history with destroying the time chamber. And we've even seen destroying the time chamber might not seem like a big deal now because Vegeta's done it multiple times, but think back to the Buu saga when Gotenks and Super Buu and Piccolo were stuck in there. It took them using their power to alter the dimension to break through. It took that level of power, which I don't even really know how to explain that, but if you know the Buu saga, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It took that kind of power to break through out of the time chamber, and Vegeta's doing that with just his sheer ki alone. And when he comes out of the chamber, every time he's broken it, he looks as calm as can be. But with Vegeta not having been in an actual situation to show his real power, and with him being sealed, it's the best opportunity to finally see Vegeta get serious and cut loose. Like, it seems like Vegeta he's finally figured out how to master, or at least raise his ki in the proper way based on the advice Whis gave them back in the day when they first started training with him, that Vegeta needed to learn to stay calm more. You remember that fight with Black when he was just beating the holy crap out of him? He was destroying this guy, and he was keeping a calm demeanor, straight face the entire time. He did get a little hype because, of course, he was getting his revenge, but nonetheless, Vegeta, I feel like, has learned to tap in and find new ways to reach in and pull out more power, and we are going to see that because Vegeta's had some time in between the prelims and this tournament to get ready. Not much, but he's had some to get ready, and he knows what's at stake, and he's got a brand new baby girl sitting at home, his son sitting at home, and his wife, and a whole bunch of other people, whether he'll admit it or not, that he cares about. So expect to see Vegeta finally get into his groove and let loose. I will not accept Vegeta getting eliminated through a Mephibosheth until it actually happens, but nonetheless, there you guys have it. That's my theory, you guys. Legendary ZTV. That's what I have to say about Vegeta showing his real power. I do definitely feel like Vegeta's got a lot more to give in this tournament than just getting sealed away and getting knocked out and having the most eliminations as the only thing to tack onto his belt, because that's not really enough, especially from a fan standpoint or just from this tournament standpoint. Vegeta's got to do more, and he's got to have more time to shine, and we're going to get that. I feel like coming in the next few episodes, we're going to see some real, true raises in the power scale, and don't think they're just going to let Vegeta fall behind. He's going to find a way to keep up, and that's what's going to make this tournament so hype, just seeing the limit getting broken by everyone. So with that said, let me know what you guys think about my theory down below in the comment section. Do you think Vegeta's going to get tossed out and eliminated right at the point where he gets sealed? Do you think he's going to be stuck in there for a while, or do you think my theory of him breaking free, because he's got a history of breaking chambers, I guess, or, you know, when he's locked away, he's got a history of breaking things open. So do you think Vegeta could bust out of that Mephibosheth and go right ahead and wreck shop in the tournament? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this theory, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Legendary team, it's your boy Legendary Z. But with that said, all I want to ask you guys to do is stay lit, stay legendary, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace.